He'll pet that guy. Okay, I'm here with the man himself, and we're just looking at a current painting, a new painting that is under development in the last 7 days or so.
And 2 days.
Well, yeah. Oh no, it is this week. You told me you got this impulse to do this.
Now it's still very in a rough stage. I've got a lot more things to do, and it's modelled on, to some extent, Michelangelo's great Sistine Chapel painting called The Creation of Adam.
Right, so this is the creation of God.
This is the creation of God.
Right, great.
And so, because I certainly believe that the gods we have, we made them up. And
You mean man made the world?
Man made the world. Man made the world. And when I was a small boy in Edgeworthstown, there used to be a kind of a comic recital. And it was, who made the world? God made the world. My father did it, my mother shopped it, and I would have it with a dinner. And this one over here so now
is the innocent, verse 2.
Again, this is only the second stage will be on today, and then the final bits and pieces will be done tomorrow.
That's fine. We're all good on time. So we're going to have a quick look through these other pieces, which is looking great.
Now this one is called, it's probably written on the top of it.
In the Free State.
In the Free State.
Yeah.
This is I was born outside the orphanage in Dublin. These weren't orphanages. These were places where the children were stripped from their mothers by the nuns, and yet there was no, by the 1937 Constitution, there was no way to adopt them. So they had no parents, and they lived lives forever bereft of who they were, because their mothers had been able to be shamed when they left.
So as I was just sitting here, I was looking at one that we had in Carrick on Shannon last year, and this was an earlier painting as well, where
that's called the Orphan Factory.
Oh, that's right, the Orphan Factory, where the baby was being taken away from the mother.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
great.
So there were about...
Just have a quick look at this one again.
15,000.
Meeting on the Road, which is actually, is it a title from Yeats?
It's a poem by Yeats.
Yeah.
I met the bishop on the road, and much said he and I, those breasts are flat and fallen now, those veins must soon be dry. Live in a heavenly mansion, not in some foul sty. This is the bishop talking to the woman. Because,
with the teddy again.
Yes, the bishop has got a teddy. There's always that connection. I'm always aware that they had abuse, and teddy bears and abuse were tied up together.
Well, this is very much the theme of this show.
Yes.
Let's face it. So let me just see if we can we.
This one is called.
Sorry about
No problem. This is called the burial of God.
Okay.
And it's buried by the bishops in the church. It's not buried by the people. It's buried. The coffin is empty. There's nothing there. But yet we have lost God. God is dead in the Nietzschean sense.
Yes.
And yet that's what it was.
Great.
No. Now this needs some more work, and this is actually another one.
Is it all right to leave this canvas up against this one?
This is the priest's housekeeper. It's just that we become aware. It's only a sketch so far, but it will be.
Yes, well, all these are work in progress that we're working on. So
the priest's housekeeper is that they believed that because they had been undergone holy orders, that they were able to suspend their human nature and not become influenced by the need for sex or any of the other things that are normal for human beings. So they often shacked up with the housekeeper, and of course the one in particular is the one who was the singing priest who welcomed Pope Paul the Fifth.
Darcy, was it?
Yeah, yes. Yeah. He had 3 children by her.
Right.
And yet he was out preaching. And
this is this a painting then that's up on the wall?
This is about the flogging of Christ on the wall.
Okay.
So there's an awful lot of I'm always struck by how much violence there is in the story of Christianity about how Christ, who was supposed to be the Son of God, and yet he had no God the Mother, he had a human mother, but the human mother wouldn't had to be reshaped because
Okay, yeah, I'll keep going, keep talking, and
this is
all right.
well, this is much more finished.
Yeah. Okay.
This is
We just get them lined up again.
this is the exchange from the devil era from the government of giving all the institutions of the state to the priest. And I have the broken ladder there that I always associate with the church because you couldn't get to heaven. The way to heaven, the ladder to heaven will never stretch even when you tie it all up together. And these are all the institutions of the Irish state in 1937 was all handed over to the control of the priest.
Yeah.
They control the education, primary and secondary and tertiary. They control the hospitals. They control the house of correction. They control the orphanages. They control the whole operation of which should have been done by the people who are now democratically supposed to be elected by the Irish government and the Dáil. And these people had abandoned the actual control of the
Great.
This is another.
So just move that one.
I just call this the fall. I want to do another picture of the priest and his sexual needs.
Okay.
So the woman is the housekeeper, but the fall is that he's been caught falling out of bed, and
Literally falling out of bed.
literally falling out of bed.
Caught by the housekeeper.
Yeah, well, caught by us. That we've seen him,
Okay.
and we all know that priests regularly now they're either with other gay guys, or they're with
Sometimes children.
sometimes with children. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
And this one here is called the anatomy lesson, and it's a woman's body is a total mystery. And yet it is a desirable mystery. Everybody wants. All these young curates and bishops and all the rest of the whole hierarchy is into women's bodies, but they pretend that they're not.
Okay.
And so I wanted.
Yeah, sure. I mean, formally, that's interesting because it's like the what was the title for the bishops carrying the empty coffin?
Oh, that one back here.
I mean, formally, it's
Yes.
there's kind of an echo with that, so we
Yes,
consider
there is
that
an
for
absolutely.
hanging later on the
Yes.
show itself.
That was called the funeral, God's funeral.
Yeah, God's funeral. I think they'll look very well as a pair.
Yeah, you're right.
Any more behind? No.
This is one.
So we're doing this really off the cuff.
You've got this one
impromptu.
already, I think, on another video.
Okay.
On the other video, because this is the ones from.
Oh, God the Mother.
And this is it's called, what do I call it? It's called God the Mother. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And there's
Okay. So this is the mother with the children
yes,
who are.
mother and children are driving out.
So they've got the apples as well.
Yeah,
So
they've
it could
got
be Eve. Is she Eve? Or
Well, it's the idea of God the Mother. We have no God the Mother. The great
Yeah,
problem
yeah.
about it is we've got God the Father and God the Son, who are both the same age, incidentally, because one can't have precedence over the other. We have a kind of, we instead of being the Jewish tradition of a monotheist, one God, one single God, we've got three gods who have all got to be treated as if they're one.
Right.
As if we couldn't count.
oh yes, oh I've seen this one last
Seen
year.
all of these.
Yeah, well, I'm going to cut this off fairly soon, Bernard,
Well,
because
no,
I don't want
I
it to
think
be too
you've
long.
got all the other ones.
Pardon?
On the other big video you've done.
Oh, yeah.
I think you've got all the other ones.
Yeah, okay. All right, we're going to stop on
These
that.
are